Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ascension's WoW Classic Plus with something a little different. Since the end of my journey on my paladin and the leveling process has been finished, I said throughout the entire series that I was going to do an alliance character. I had thought about it for a while, and I thought that Druid would be a great choice. Unfortunately, I could not make a human druid because it has not been updated for that, which I hope they will certainly do soon because I think that would be extremely wonderful. So, instead, I have gotten myself a night elf druid, and this will be the beginning of a new journey. Now, I am still thinking about doing other series alongside this, so this week might be a little flip-floppy with its uploads because I am planning on doing a lot of different things. I'm thinking about doing some this, doing my artisan, maybe doing a different server, some cataclysm videos as well. It all depends, honestly, on where the tides and ebbs and flows and stuff. Because I'd like to get a little bit of everything going instead of relying on just Classic Plus on handling all of my business. So, I hope everybody can enjoy what's to come and all that kind of fun stuff. And I will get right into it. Now, today is Monday. I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. I had a great weekend. I did plan to do a stream on last Friday, but I didn't do that. And that's because your boy, Chachi here, went out on a date. It was very, very last second, out of nowhere. And honestly, I did not expect to have gone away that long. But I ended up pretty much taking up my entire night that I would normally stream. And I didn't even realize it. So that's my bad. But I still did my Sunday stream. So I hope everybody who got to see it or is going to watch the VOD for it on the channel do enjoy it and all that kind of fun stuff. All around great stuff. So, and I'm hoping that everybody else had a great weekend to relive and stuff. I am a little bit slow today on the thinking, and it's primarily because I got a migraine as I'm doing this. Springtime is at its all-time peak where I am, so things are getting to my head. But I'm gonna tough it out because that's what I have to do. It's what I have to do. So, right out the gate, I'm going to obviously get a few dollary dues. Got a mystic scroll already for Glyph of Nourish. So, this druid is going to probably be a healer because I love healing druids. Healing druids is one of my favorite all-timers. I think they're really strong. I think they're powerful. I will be mix-mashing around to accommodate for a little bit of everything. I am going to be doing professions on the side, so as I'm leveling, I'm going to be doing them. But I won't. But just like my paladin, I'm not going to prioritize it until pretty much level 60. But working it as I'm going, you know how it is. Just work it as you go. So I'm not really too sure on what I want to do. Normally I do alchemy and herbalism as a druid. But I know there probably is going to be some people that would suggest that I do leatherworking and skinning because there are some pieces of gear that are healing pieces that I could use. Plus, it's also a good way of doing some mix-meshing of stuff. So, like if I wanted to switch to a DPS, I have the gear ability to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. So it's not gonna be like my artisan, where I'm gonna have like every single profession. I am going to be pick and choosy and all that kind of stuff. So all we gotta do for this episode is to get through the starting zone. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much our plan. Getting through the starting zone and just chit chat. I will try not to waste too much time mingling around. The Night Elf Zone I have not really too much experience with, so forgive me if I go into areas and stuff that are just out of pocket or random and all that kind of stuff.
I am honored.
I'm still thinking if I should just go herbalism and stuff. I'm still thinking about it. It is what it is. Should be alright. Okay, so we're gonna go over here, fight these boars and stuff. Now, like I said, I'm not a big Night Elf person, so I don't really know the fastest leveling method for it. So forgive me if I do something that will piss people off, because I don't know. So keep that in mind. I'm not too, well, you know. Let me do this while I'm at it. So that way I can keep on the move. Now, I would be wearing heirlooms, but unfortunately I do not have a prestige character yet, which means I can't wear heirlooms until I do. And prestiging on here, for those who don't know, is basically, what it is just, restarting back to level 1. But you'll have you have an experience bonus, with it too. So that way you can get back up to max level. It's like, I think, a 50% increase. And I don't want to do that on my paladin, because I want to do all the endgame stuff on him. So I'm thinking that with this druid, I might end up doing the prestiging on this guy, because I think it'll be a little bit easier that way to do it. So that's my plan anyway. And we have our first item here, Herbalist Cane, an offhand, spirited offhand, +5 to freaking herbalism skill. You know, when I say I'm very, very now tempted. Very now tempted. If you think I should switch to herbalism instead, please leave a comment down below if you think I should do herbalism alchemy instead of skinning and leatherworking. I'd like to hear your opinion on it, because it would be very helpful. It would be extremely helpful. Since I already did a series going from 1 to 60, largely in the open world, as is, I also want to hear your guys' opinion as well on whether or not I should just do dungeons to level, do a mix, or just stay to the open world as best I can. Though it would be a little longer for me to do, because staying in the open world yields experience, but sometimes it can be a bit flip-floppy with gear that drops and gear that does not drop. I do like to hear your opinions on this. Now, I think this will only be for a Monday episode. I think this guy will be a Monday episode, because I do want to fill out the rest of the days of the week with other projects, other runs that I want to do, like my Artisan, Cataclysm, and stuff like that. I'm starting to really, really enjoy Cataclysm retail again, so all my private server guys and such, I'm sorry. If you are expecting only that out of me, I am trying to broaden out my content so that I'm not stuck doing the same routine over and over and over again. So, keep that in mind. Really, really do keep that in mind. It's not that I don't like it anymore or not or anything. It's just that I want to broaden out. It's like doing my streams. There are some streams where I'm playing one server and then another server and then another server because I like to expand out. I would be playing Azeroth at War, but I think the server's down for maintenance. I'm not part of their Discord, and I don't know what their Discord is, so I cannot keep up to date with that. But I can say that I can't log in. Even redoing all of my stuff, it did not want to let me in. So I would figure it is under maintenance and whatnot, which is fine by me. They got a lot of subclasses and stuff that need female models made, and adjustments need to be made, and flesh things out before they have a real official release from their pre-patch. Alright. I do like the loot bot, I ain't gonna lie. So this is pretty much a pilot episode, in a sense. I guess in terms of shows and stuff. To get a feel for it, see your guys' opinion, like what professions I should do, how I should level, and all that kind of stuff. I am looking to have fun with this series. I like to get my community involved a little bit. I know Stone Skin would definitely be really, really stoked out that I'm playing Alliance, same as his side. So that way we can do some content together. Hick, my #1 guy. Well, both of you guys, my Brazilian guys, my #1, and you're my #1. You guys are pretty much tied neck and neck. I do like to hear your opinions on what I should do on this character and stuff, because you have given me the best advice that I've received yet from my comment section. That is not just idle awesomes and stuff like that. So I do like to hear your opinion as well. We got a pouch here, 10-slot bag. 10-slot bag break here in the Grail camp. So yeah, I like to hear Hick's opinion on this too. You gave me advice for my professions and stuff like that for my artisan. You are really still looking forward to my artisan, and lucky for you, that will be definitely be in this week. I will squeeze that in either as streams or as videos. Bundle of dry corn. Oh wow, that's a bit much. They did not like me taking their delicious dried corn, which is a food buff. Only one. And I don't think, I think it just, yeah, it goes away as soon as I use it. It goes away as soon as I use it. So, yeah, I like to hear Hick's opinion on this, too. If anybody else who kind of drifts in and out, drifts through my channel and stuff, have any opinions or ideas that they would like to see me do on these servers, or if there's any other servers out there, do let me know. I am always open to suggestions, ideas, and all that kind of stuff. It's not that I'm aiming to please people, it's just that I think it's interesting what people want to see. And I like to give at least my very relatively small, and I mean very small community, a voice for their opinions and such. So do not be afraid, don't be shy. I'm not gonna... Most times I read your comments, I either like them, heart them, or I just talk about it in another video or on stream. So do keep your eyes out. And don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. I'm hoping that the community that I foster isn't going to bully people, because I will be upset if that does end up happening. So it's not so much a warning or anything like that. It's just that I really, really like to hear your guys' opinion. Be it good or bad. I'm not one to critique somebody's ideas, because I am a very much big idea kind of person. I come up with ideas all the time. I think about stuff all the time. And having a lot of people have different opinions is relatively healthy. And it broadens my thinking. It broadens, I think, everybody else's thinking too. So, yeah, do not be discouraged. I'm not like somebody who's gonna be like, that idea is stupid, blah 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 blah. Nah, I'm not like that at all. I could not be like that because I am, well, I don't know how to say it. I'm not somebody who's a jackass. So yes. Halfway finished with this video is halfway over. So we're gonna try and pick this up a little bit here. Oh wow, that boar says, I am out of this world. So this toon is definitely going to be somebody that I'm going to be getting up to max level and prestiging so that we can unlock the heirlooms properly for everybody else on for future runs and stuff instead of using my paladin for it. Pretty sure this character will probably hit max level before my artisan character, and if that does end up happening, I will be using heirlooms on my artisan if I can use heirlooms on my artisan, so that we can pick up the pace on him with his skinning and all that jazz, and I don't have to fear him dying because he's Iron Man. I don't know if that's how that works. I kind of hope that's how it works. But yeah, that's the hope. Alright, I spy with my little eye at this moonwell a little necklace. So, let's go check out this necklace. And after I get rid of this Nightsaber. Out of the way, Nightsaber. I really want to see this necklace. Alright, what kind of necklace we got here, folks? An agility attack power necklace. So, rogues. Rogues, warriors, really. Rogues, warriors. Maybe druids too, if you're going for the attack power. All that kind of stuff. There's a necklace right here at the moonwell for you. Alright, we'll get rid of this boar. And then we'll come over here and fight the spiders. Fight the spiders. We gotta go fight the spiders. They're large. Look how large they are. Quite huge. Humongous even. I am going to be keeping my eyes out for world items. Now, I am not part of any well, I am part of the Discord, but I have yet to see any spoilers about certain items and locations. If anybody thinks that would be a good idea for me to do, so that I can go around and collect the items, because I would know where they are instead of stumbling upon them organically, do let me know about that too. And if that's the case, I will probably take a bit of time, maybe do some spin-off videos where I would take a higher level character or whatnot and go around the zone and collect the items at these said locations for your entertainment and for your knowledge, so that way you know where things are, which some people will prefer that, and others would prefer that I stumble upon them organically, where I can be like, whoa, awesome item. Look how cool this is, and this would be good for this class if you want to go find it. It's right here. I don't know. It's the spirit of exploration for me that I really, really enjoy. So that's why I did not ever look any hints up or anything like that and just stumbled upon them. So, again, if you would prefer that, I can do that. I probably won't be as stoked because I would know what the item is. And I would just be a little bit more like monotone, like, yep, this is this item, this belongs to this, it would be great. Instead of being like, whoa! It'd be up to you guys. I can do recap videos where I can just go back through and do all that kind of stuff. That guy is already prestiged 3 times already. That's impressive. And he's also playing a hunter, so probably should not be that shocked. So if you prestige, it's 50% increase. Does it increase? There's a question for Hick. I think that's a question I can ask Hick, because I'm sure he'll see this video and give me it in the comments. So, if you make it this far into the video, which I'm sure you will, I'm not doubting you. If you prestige multiple times, I know if you prestige once, it's a 50% increase. Does it increase 50% every time you prestige? So, like, if you prestige twice, it'll be like a 100% increase. If you prestige 3 times, it's 150%, etc., etc. Or is it like 50, then another 25, then another 25, or how does that work? Or does it just stay 50% flat? I am quite curious about that. I am definitely quite curious about that. Definitely curious about that. Because if that's the case, then maybe I can do that on stream, where I can prestige. Like I said, I'm prestiging this Druid, so I can prestige this Druid and then use streams as an excuse to keep going. What's this? Conspicuous Lily. A pair of wrists. Cloth wrists. So, priests. There's a lily there that you can use to get yourself a pair of wrists. So, if you want to get that, it's right there. Alright, let's go turn these quests in.
I am listening.
Here's your web sacks, and I will grab them all. They want me to get an egg now. They want me to go back and get an egg. I'm going to knock down this tree for a level. Level 5. I got 2 forest cat mushrooms from that chest. Adventurer's chest. Weird. I know I just deleted the mossy bag there, but that's primarily because it doesn't sell. When you get bags that are from, you know, the, just on the ground somewhere, you can't sell it. Alright, we got ourselves a magistrate's gloves. I will take that for that purpose. Mystic scroll for smite. Pretty useless for me. Go ahead, turn in a friend in need. Go ahead and turn that in. I probably should grab that too, that appearance. Let's turn that in, and then we'll grab this. I think the starting zone is going to be a 2-parter. So, I do apologize in advance if it ends up becoming that. Maybe, if you guys want, up to you guys, if you want me to bounce around, like, instead of going from one to the next to the next to the next in a straight linear line like I did with my paladin, if you would rather see me bounce around, like level 5, and then I would start at level 10, and then so on and so forth, I can do that too. But that is only if you want me to do that. So I'm more than willing to do it however way that people would rather me do it. So I'll probably, if I have the time and the energy this week, I will probably try to do some streams with this character as well, much like my artisan, where I will do videos where I will do streams. That way momentum can pick up on my channel a little bit. Hopefully YouTube will see me trying very hard to try and stream to get more eyes my way. We'll see that as an act of oh yeah, this guy's definitely trying. We should probably boost him a little bit more. Because I know streaming on YouTube is actually pretty rough, and I have said it multiple times that it pretty much looks like it's pretty rough, because this is not really a streaming site, so to speak. So they don't really have, they have the technology for streaming, obviously, but they don't prioritize it. So I have thought about streaming on different platforms, and I'd also like to hear your opinion on that as well, for people who have opinions on on what would be the best site for streaming. Twitch, I used to stream on Twitch, but Twitch has gone down quite a bit since then. I thought about streaming on Rumble because I hate the idea of music copyright and stuff. I think Rumble doesn't really have any issues with copyrighted music, so I can watch music. I know Kick doesn't. I thought about going to Kick and streaming, because you can do watch parties on Kick too, where you can have movie nights and stuff with your viewers, and I think that would be pretty cool to engage with everybody in my growing community. So it would definitely be up for a discussion. So if you want to see me on any streaming sites or whatnot, I can definitely try to make that work. If you made it to this part of the video, anyway, that can be a discussion in the comments. I've thought about making a poll for it on my channel, so that way people are tuning into my videos can see it pop up on their For You page and stuff like that, and see if they would rather see me stream still here on YouTube, or if they would like to see me stream on Kick, Rumble, I don't know any other streaming sites. So it would either be three things. It would be here, Rumble, or Kick. I'm not doing Twitch, because that is just well, that site's gone down so hard that I don't know how long they have left until I guess Amazon has to do something about it. So, alright, we're gonna go ahead and go right into here, into the spider cave. To the spider's cave. I'm gonna grab that egg that they got in there, in the Ica, in the Ickle. Alright. Go in here, we'll grab the egg, and then I'll hearth out back to where we need to be, turn in these quests, and call it an episode. So, we're just gonna go right on ahead and get through it all. Alright. This other guy's here, so he'll probably be clearing out this a little easier. Probably a little faster, too. Prestige level 3. Good God almighty, dude. Oh, and I see a jar of spiders there. On the ground. Go ahead and grab that. It's a trinket. Let loose the stored spider to attack your enemy. Okay. So, Night Elves get a little trinket that allows them to summon a companion of sorts to fight for a short period of time, and it is a spider. It is a spider. So, if you want a little spider pet, that will come out for, I think, a short period of time. Not really sure, but you have a trinket for that here. All right, I'm gonna grab this egg and then hearth out, and that will probably be it for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of our Druid leveling, and all that kind of fun stuff. And do like the video if you like it and want to see more of this series. Do leave comments down below for suggestions and ideas on how you think I should level this druid. Whether it be pure quest, be a mixed bag like I did with my paladin between dungeons and questing, or if I should just hit level 15 and do straight quest all the way through. And I'd like to hear your opinions on it and your ideas on what I should do. And until next time, my friends, peace out.